That's important. We're stopped into the honey show. So this is the event where everybody brings their honeys and various honey type gifts or products, and they're going to show off and compete. You can see the judges, they're bringing in jars of honey that people have entered. They're bringing in cakes and various other types of things that they've created from honey or products from the hive. It's a very organized process. There's a lot of specific things that people have to follow, rules. These guys are all certified in judging various types of aspects of honey and the products of the hive. Let's take a spin through and see what they have. The legend here, the guy that runs the show, the honey show, Brutz. How you been, man?
Wonderful.
Another year, right? Are you excited?
So excited. This has been a tremendous event, a tremendous expo. The turnout, the crowd, the exposition, the honey show have just been tremendous this year.
We did a quick tour through there, and you guys will see that here a little bit later. But I can tell you that the entries I see in there are amazing. Some of the stuff that people bring to this show and enter is just amazing. The stuff that comes out of the hive.
This is certainly the biggest honey show in North America. Probably going to be the biggest one in the world this year.
That is awesome.
And it's the first year we're doing this as the North American Honey and Beeswax Championship. So this is the national honey show for the United States.
Is there one in existence for a Beeswax Championship like that? Does that exist?
There's not, because we don't have a national beekeeping organization in the United States.
Okay.
You have some regional ones, but no nationwide thing. And the Bee Expo is really the forum that gets the most people together from the broadest swath and representation across the country. So this is the
capture the audience, get them to bring their products in, and make this the best.
This is
and
the
biggest
place to do it. There's no other event, beekeeping event in North America that brings in 3,000 plus people and 1,000 plus. We had almost 1,000 exhibits come in yesterday for the honey show.
Wow.
I imagine it'll be close to 2,000 by the time we're done.
That's
today.
Fantastic. That's amazing.
It's great. We're blessed to came in, has showed us some faith and let us come in and be a part of this. And it is so exciting to be part of something so historic.
Tell me about the patches. I see you guys all wearing the patches. What's the significance of the patches and the insignias? Is there anything significant about them?
It's kind of like a passport. The patches come from different places, different venues where we get to judge or get to teach. I have patches from different states: Georgia, Florida, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas. I've got one from Northern Ireland. It's just sort of where you've been.
So if you work at a honey show, you get a patch. Is that how it works typically?
The big honey shows and the big conferences tend to give out patches or pins.
Okay, good. Awesome.
So the patches are sort of the roadmap of where you've gotten to travel.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate everything you guys do and the fact that you guys brought it here and that came and you guys have it and established it. You've done an amazing job. It's well respected. I've entered in some stuff last year, took home some blue ribbons, took home some of my pride in some cases. But I think it's an amazing event. Glad that we get to do it. What's your last final words? What can you tell someone that's saying, I don't know anything about entering honey in a show, I don't know what to do? What would you say? What's your best advice?
Rule number one, read the rules.
Check
the rules out. Hey, I do want to say again, thank you to Cayman and the North American HoneyBee Expo, and thank you to Hill Company for sponsoring the honey show. Appreciate everybody who's come out and lend a hand to this. It has been a real joy. It's something very special.
Well, thank you both. Appreciate your time and good luck on the honey show, man. Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Put fingerprints on the glass jars and bottles.
So why would you not want fingerprints on your glass jars or bottles, Michael?
Because they inspect the containers for cleanliness inside and out. And so you lose points if there are fingerprints.
So this is a serious competition.
Very serious competition.
Very serious?
I'm measuring the distance between the bottom of the tasting cork and the top of the mead, precisely 2 centimeters.
Wow.
So
what are you guys entering today? It looks like you got a lot of stuff on the table here. You got some candles that are floating here, some jars of honey.
lots of candles. We have various jars of honey, both regular liquid and infused. We have 4 different types of mead. We have canned carrots, canned jelly. We have creamed honey, infused cream honey,
Wow.
cakes,
Cakes and
breads,
pies, cakes.
photographs.
That's amazing.
I think we have 19.
Is that a pecan pie that you have
That
there?
is a pecan
That
pie
may not make it to the room,
made
Michael.
With honey.
That may not make it to the room. It may not make it past me, Michael.
Well, hopefully you'll leave enough to be judged.
That's right. That's what we'll look for. Awesome. Amazing job. Amazing job.
Thank you.
Hi, friend.
Hello, hello. How are you two doing? I see you're doing the same thing. What do they got? Gloves, socks on your hands?
We didn't get our gloves in time.
Yeah, they didn't come in time, so we're improvising.
That works.
I had some and I lost them.
Grammy, what are you doing?
I am trying to get the last of this foam off the top of the honey.
That's some serious stuff there.
It is, and it's nerve-wracking. I think of all the things, the honey show is the most nerve-wracking to me. I'm still very, very new at honey show.
I'm
This is
very
only
zen.
the third time
You're very
I
zen.
don't have honey.
entered a honey
Yeah.
show.
I got
I can
smart.
see you're less
I'll
stressed.
let her do all the honey.
You're less stressed.
I did the things I
You
already.
did the photographs. Let me see some of these
already-
photographs. They
Yeah,
look amazing.
absolutely.
Yeah, she's the photographer.
So that
Oh,
was
there
my
we go.
first swarm,
There you go.
and this is one of my hive dives. Well, hive dive. This is a little friend that I have
Oh, yeah.
come visit me. My black and white.
Love that.
Yes, I love that one. That one's my
Never beat a black and white picture.
And
I
then
love
this,
it.
our favorite of all time, is our Sassy Beak girls, me and Lisa, in our
yeah.
horizontal hive.
There you go.
The portrait has to be people, engaging
Yeah,
in beekeeping,
sure,
so this
sure.
was perfect.
Very cool.
And then I'm entering my lip balm
Okay.
and my Satsuma bourbon marmalade.
Ooh, bourbon marmalade.
I know.
Wow. That may not make it either. That pecan pie and the marmalade might just walk out the door. Very
It is
good.
for sale in our booth.
I'll stop by your
see ya.
booth. See?
Come
There you
see
go.
ya.
I'll come see you.
Free testing.
There you go. Well, good luck on the honey
Like that.
competition.
Free
Absolutely. Free testing is amazing. So I'll
Only
be there.
one spoon for you, Jason.
Just one spoon?
Just
each.
one.
One
That's
spoon
it.
each. You
Can't
can't
wait.
have the whole jar free testing.
That's not testing?
Yeah, that's not
I
testing.
got to test the whole jar.
No.
Very good.
Quality control
Quality
is not
control.
needed at this point.
Well, good luck to both of you guys in the competition.
Thank you, Jason. Oh, we need black jar.
You keep watching that pecan pie because it might disappear.
You have to share it with
That's right, exactly. You see me.
The next day.
We are back at the results of the honey show. You can see all the exhibitors. 210 black jar. That's amazing. Great results. It's definitely foot up since the last time we were in here. A wall of honey. See all the candles. There's Brutz. All has been judged. Some of the ribbons are things. Wax. All right, so this is the results of the black jar. They have 6 awards all the way first through 6th, and you can see I think they had 200 and some odd entries purely by taste. All these entries are from all over the U.S., but there's no judging on clarity, on maybe granularity because it is taste, but this is the premium way of telling if your honey is the best. Look at that.
Get her picture. She won black jar.
I was fortunate enough to not just video the stack of black jars here, but I have the winners of the black jar. It was 250 jars, I think, something like that was entered in here, and you guys are the number 1 tasting. So tell me, is it JJ Baker and Roberta?
Yes, sir.
Baker.
Yes, sir.
So tell me a little bit about how this is your first time extracting honey?
Yes, sir.
First time extracting honey,
Yeah.
and they got first place in the black jar contest. And as I was saying before, there's a lot of entries, a lot of other honey contests, a lot of other wax and such, but this right here, is the cream of the crop. Right here is amazing because it's purely by taste. If someone took a black jar without their name on it, no label, they didn't know where it came from, tasted it and said, that's the best honey out of 250 from all across the country. So, Roberta and JJ, what do you think now that you've won that first place? What are you excited? What do you think?
I'm a little shocked and excited, and my heart's beating out of my chest.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
So, first, we're from a little town.
Yeah.
Well, it was a post office.
Okay.
Basically, no town called Talcon, Kentucky.
Talcon, Kentucky.
Yeah,
Okay.
Southeast Kentucky. We're up in the mountains.
Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachian Mountains?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
Forested all around us, very few open fields. What you would normally look at as being good bee. What most people conceive as being good bee. Producing or honey producing area.
Yeah.
So all forested, all this honey came from trees, basically.
Yeah.
Tree honey. So tree honey. Well, I've heard a lot about tree honey and the fact that a lot of the bees, a lot of people think that the nectar sources are the flowers that you see in open fields. It's not. A lot of it is the tree line. So
Yeah.
you have a bountiful nectar harvest in your
yeah.
area, which would be amazing. Tell me a little bit about your honey entry though. Is it a light? Is it dark? We couldn't see it, right? So is it a light honey? Is it a dark honey? Amber? What
It's
is
a
it?
medium.
Medium amber?
Medium amber.
Medium amber
and
honey.
We think it's probably a combination of tulip poplar,
Oh,
a little bit
yeah.
of sourwood,
Okay.
mimosa, maybe some Japanese
So it's a
knotweed.
great blend.
Yeah, it's just a
Absolutely.
good
Great
varietal
blend.
honey.
Fantastic.
So
This was between about June 3rd and the end of July, so this was about a 3-week.
Okay.
We poured from a 3-week window right there.
Okay, and were they actually out earlier than that, or how long were they sitting for? Early spring? Were they overwintered? Or?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
they were
overwinter colonies. There you go.
We went into winter with 13 hives. Came out of winter and lost 3.
Okay,
And
that's good. Yeah.
we didn't have any pull comb coming out of winter, so in our mediums or supers, so all of our bees had to pull comb and then
Yeah.
do honey and
Had to pull extra duty building the comb.
Absolutely, yeah,
and
yeah.
fill this.
If you could give anybody who's thinking about entering in this or anything in this honey show a small tip, one piece of advice,
Do
not that
it.
you're a champion, just do it.
because listen, I was 2:30 a.m. on Thursday morning pouring 4 ounces of honey into a jar to bring here to do this.
There you go.
So,
Just do it, right? Just read the rules and make an entry.
Yeah.
You can't win unless you don't. If you don't enter, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, well, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
I think-
Thank
and,
you.
and it's an honor to meet you, and it's
Thank
an honor
you.
to say that you are one of the grand champions here
yes,
for the
sir.
Black Jar.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so
Appreciate it
much.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we had the grand champions here, but look who came in second place.
The grand champion.
I just want to know who harvested the honey.
Well,
Who did all the work?
I took it. She crushed it and strained it. It was a crushing strain.
Oh, see, now we're back again. See all that? I just rolled my eyes. That was my proverbial roll my eyes.
come
Right?
back.
Go back. All right.
So it was some comb I took out. She crushed and strained it. So it was a
Oh, it was a crushing strain then.
group,
Okay.
group effort.
Yeah, okay. I got to come down here and see. There we go. Is that better?
Now I look a little taller.
Second place.
Well, congratulations on your
Second place. First loser.
Yeah, but out of 250 jars, right, 250 plus jars, that's pretty phenomenal.
It is. I'm proud.
Yeah. Second place, black jar,
Did you get some pictures?
225.
Considering we lost the jar.
so you're more likely to taste it with less amount of it. And it also has to do with what other ingredients are in there that they conflict with, like cinnamon or like, you know, whatever turmeric. If that is stronger than the honey, then you won't be able to taste it. So you have to consider all things together. And it's not even just the taste too, it's the smell. So a lot of these come in plastic bags. You look in the bags, you seal them up well, and then right when they're going to be judged, you open them up, put your nose in there, and you smell it. You're smelling.
That's what they do on the back.
What do you taste? The sweetness, right? You don't get that when you heat dry it because it takes the nectar out of it. You know, they use nectar to pack that pollen in and put it on their thing. So, when you freeze dry it, it gives it that sweetness. It melts on your tongue. Some of this stuff I put in my mouth, and like 30 seconds later, it was still hard as well. I spit it back out. It was nothing.
What happened to that? Hydrator?
I spit it. Yeah. No,
It's dry. It's heat dry.
It was heat dry. So here's the thing. You get no benefit from pollen unless you break down the outer shell of the pollen grains. All right? In order to do that, you need to put it in something like honey or milk, yogurt, for about 15-20 minutes, and that breaks down that outer shell of the pollen and opens up and gets you those vitamins and minerals.
Okay,
and
I
stuff
just
in
read
there.
that recently.
So it's telling you, well,
As we say at Bohemia Apiary, that honey, local honey, is great for you because it's helpful for your allergies. It's helpful because it's got different flavor taste to it. But if you go to a grocery store, I can almost guarantee you that the honey you see in the grocery store will not look like the blend of honeys that you see on this shelf right here. And why is that? What makes that so unique? This is local, this is raw, this is honey from a beekeeper that's not been blended. So every beekeeper who lives across the various regions of the country has bees. They pull honey from different nectar sources. And then depending on what that nectar source is, depending on the time of the year, the amount of rainfall, depending on if they take a late harvest or an early harvest, all of it can change the taste, the profile, the look, the smell of the honey. And that's what makes raw local honey good for you, and when it makes it so unique. It's like wine. Wine is unique based on its harvest, and we've always said that honey is the same way. So if you look at the color profiles of all these, every single one of these are different nectar sources. And look how clear and light this one is versus this one down here who is amber. That really tells you, it almost even looks like motor oil down here for this one. It's the nectar source that drives that. And that's what really gives the flavor profile and the taste, what makes honey unique. And so when you go to a local beekeeper in your area, don't just say that honey is the best honey and it's the only honey out there, because it's not. There are so many other various choices. It's like wine, like we say, that you can choose from when you're getting local raw honey. Pick up a jar from beekeepers, support your local beekeepers, and find different beekeepers to try different types of honey, because it's all different. I am here with Marianne Sears, we met earlier on a video, but I wanted to come back and share with you an accomplishment that now, how many times have you done this?
This is my third honey show.
Third honey show. And if you notice the ribbon, it almost goes all the way to the floor. Because this is for the grand champion, best overall. Is that how that was read? And how do you achieve a ribbon of that size and these blue ribbons? So how do you achieve that? How do you even begin to think about doing that?
I say pure dumb luck, but no, you have to enter.
Yeah.
And
number one,
number one, you have to enter.
Don't be afraid, just enter.
You enter. Mm-hmm. I entered as many categories as I could, which I entered 27 categories out of 76.
Okay.
And some things I'm not as good at, and some things I'm better at. Mm-hmm. But read the rules of the honey
Read the
show.
rules. You
That's
sound
very
like Brutz
important.
now. You sound like Brutz.
Read
He says the number one is read the rules.
Read the rules over and over again.
Yeah.
And even reading the rules 10 times, I forgot a few things. So, but you can't win if you don't enter. It's like Publishers Clearinghouse.
Publishers Clearinghouse or the lottery or anything
That's
else
right.
out there. You
That's
can't
right.
win unless you enter. So
That's right.
the moral of the story is, in order to be a grand champion like Marianne, you have to enter. You have to really just take your creative thought, take it and just harness it. Pick a category. There's 76 categories. We just toured this place. We saw all these awards, all these entries, amazing different things that come out from the Beehive. They're products of the hive. They're creative items that are inspired by the hive. All those elements, you just have to enter. Put an entry in, whether you like the honey or whether you like creative crafts. This is a wood craft that they had done. It's an observation hive as well. That's one of the entries. And we'll walk around. I'll show you a couple of the other ones we looked at earlier. But as you saw, it just takes some time to be patient.
There's something for everything.
There's something for everyone.
Baking, there's canning, there's mead making, woodworking. You know, there are arts and crafts, quilts. So there's something for everyone.
Something for everyone. So there you go. So think about what's that your something is. Get it polished up, get it ready to go. And in 2026, we got to challenge the grand champion, right? because she'll be vying for that champion again. She does an amazing job. We love Marianne and Larry. They're such great people, such an inspiration to all of us. So thank you for all you do for beekeeping and inspiring people.
We love it. And we're getting old, so we need young people to come in and do it.
And learn how to do things and be involved.
That's exactly
So thank you all you do, and congratulations as always. Congratulations.